メモリーカードを選んでください。ファイルを選んでください。キャラクターを
It's against Sam. Alright, we'll start up a wee bit. For those of you wondering, I speak fluent Japanese. This says Speed Highway, it definitely does. Fuck. Oh, I've got to collect 50 rings. Well, I better not fuck this up, eh? Tails, I swear to God. Right, hold on, let me get the chat up here. Yeah, man, you piece of shit laptop. I suppose I could go over to OBS to see what you're all saying about myself. The mountains are the highways of nature. Well, they're slightly less dangerous. Meta Chow. Hello, by the way. Hello, Zach. Alrighty. Should I? No, that looks fine. Fuck it. Come on, you piece of shit laptop. I need to know what folk are saying about me. Because just like everyone who streams on Twitch, I'm secretly a massive narcissist. Just a minute, use. Who should we play as first, by the way? We have to do Tails and Gamma. Those are the only two scenarios we have left. We're totally beating this tonight, by the way. So who should we play as first? Tails or Gamma? Kind of leaning towards Tails myself, because Gamma... I think Gamma is like my least favourite of them all, to be honest. Why are you playing in JP? Gamma is funnier, so Tails first. I'm playing the Japanese version meta simply because I'd never played it before, and I kind of thought to myself one day, you know what, I want to stream Sonic Adventure again, and I thought for shits and giggles, let's do it in Japanese, you know. So don't worry, I'm not speedrunning it, you know. I'm sure that's what most folk think when they come in and see a Japanese ROM being played, eh? Why are you playing Sonic again? Because I like Sonic. Don't judge me. Okay, you can judge me. I probably deserve it. Right. Here we are here. So let's get going. Also, Smash Brothers main. Sonic. You're just bullying me now, loudmouth. Coming in here accusing me of being a Sonic fan. It's no right. Oops. I've seen the speedrun for Tails' section and darn, that guy just breaks every map. I don't know if actually, I think I did see this game get speedrun once. Would have been years ago at a GDQ, because they always do like the Sonic block at GDQ, and my friend always... Fuck, actually, hold on there, loudmouth, you're right. Why am I not using my Dreamcast controller? One moment. Alright, Tails, we get it. That's a hell of a pair of lungs you got on you. Right, this adapter's actually been acting a bit dodgy. Oh my god, actually, you know what? You know what, guys? That'll be why, because last time I played this, it was on, it was on Friday night, okay? And I was pissed, as I normally am on a Friday night, and we discovered, because whenever I emulate a Dreamcast game, I always use my Dreamcast controller with a, you know, a fucking adapter. However, this is actually key. This is actually key, right? We discovered that on this Xbox controller that I normally use when I'm playing on PC, hitting the back button, or wherever the fuck it's called now, actually makes the Dreamcast emulator fast forward. So, for like the credit sequences and stuff, that's really nice. You know what I mean? We'll stick with the Dreamcast controller for the time being, but I might be tempted over to the Xbox One. Yeah, I hope this works first, as soon as I can start calling this Tails, by the way. It does. Okay, cool. My GameCube controller guy. Well, for Smash Brothers, you know, it's funny, you said that loud, Mike. I thought you were talking about the emulator. For Smash Brothers, 100% GameCube controller. First 128-bit games that looks shockingly good. Well, wasn't this like... I mean, at this point, the Dreamcast was the only 128-bit system on the market, as far as consoles were concerned, so... And in many ways, it is the first Dreamcast game, so I guess your statement is factual, like fun. Hey. Oh, guys, let me tell you, I just like, I just finished a massive plate of mashed tatties. Alright. I was watching Matt Stoney the other night there, right? You know, the competitive eater. I came across this video he did, like a massive plate of mashed tatties. And he does some stuff that I never even thought of. He actually puts like garlic through the mashed tatties, and I thought, okay, that's banging. And I literally just tried it there, and I had like 4 potatoes worth of mashed tatties. Oh, it was good. Why is the Wii U lame? Wii U's not lame, Loudmouth. You just think it's lame. I don't know, I always hold I enjoyed my Wii U, you know? Put a shitload of Smash on it, shitload of other games, you know? I was happy with it. But obviously its successor came out and it is better in almost every way, so obviously we now have to look back on the Wii U with like, oh, remember when we used to think this was okay? How stupid were we, eh? Anybody who likes this and not the Switch is clearly just, I don't know. What do you call this? Like, straw manning? What was it? Can't even. Xenoblade Chronicles X Machine. You know, that really does need to get ported over. Like, I am all for, despite me saying all this, I am all for the Wii U getting all these ports, you know, and I think Xenoblade Chronicles X at the moment is the biggest, like, you know, the big one that's still not come over. You know, like if we were to make like a list of important Wii U games that should get ported over to Switch, Xenoblade Chronicles X is probably at the top. At this point, it's a game that I can safely say I prefer to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so yeah, I would definitely be all for that. But you can play Project Zero on the other consoles now, Metachow. You know, well, Fatal Frame 5 just came out, so there you go. Not that it matters with the Wii U because, well, Collectathon, think back to the year 2013, right? Were you even born then? We didn't know what a Switch was. All we had was the Wii U to play like Smash Brothers and Mario Kart and that, okay? Again, there's like this sort of like, snark that comes with hindsight, you know? Like, what is it? I've seen like, there's definitely some people who like really love to bash the Wii U that I've followed for years. And let me tell you, back when the Wii U was all we had, they weren't bashing it the way they are now, but because the Switch is now here, and they can just like, oh, fuck this, okay? We don't need to, like, give this the time of day anywhere, you know? So, I don't know. Pet peeve, red alert, there you go. Hello, Scungeon. I think I must have cutscenes Sonic's, but now other characters acknowledge him as well. Like, that was always like a fascinating thing about this game, was that when the cutscenes in the game like overlapped, they actually had like different dialogue and stuff. I think they were just trying to show off like the space of the GD-ROM or something like that, but it was quite cool regardless, you know? What was my least favorite console? That I played. See, I don't think I own like a bad console, you know? I think out of everything I own, maybe the Atari? Because I barely played it and it certainly won't hook up to my 4K OLED telly that I now have, you know? The controller camera was a cool idea. It was, and I'm glad I got to play it on there back in the day, but the newest port's pretty good too, you know? Hello, Adam. Though they did have to cut the music for the English release to fit both. Huh. What music did they have to cut, Adam? Uh-oh, I think I fucked it. Oh my god, I've definitely fucked it. Oh, no, I got it! Oh, it's floating. Come on, Tails! You made it! Hey, hey, hey! Alright, Tails! Triangle 6 for the win. You keep telling yourself that. Get on this. Oh my god, get this one. No tracks were cut. Oh, okay. I guess that's fair enough. Yeah, most Sonic fans have definitely like deluded themselves into thinking, you know, Sonic 06 is a good game. Yeah, again, and I moan about this almost all the time. There's still like a lot of people that think that Colors is bad somehow. Somehow. They prefer 06 to Colors. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I agree, Adam, yeah. The game is universal, classical masterpiece, hence why we talk about it. Or it's just that the game is a load of old wank, but that's kind of what Sonic's all about these days. The fan base just embraces the negativity. Hence why Egoraptor is such a big icon in the community, because he fucking hates Sonic, but everybody loves him for it. Colors is terrible. There you go. I mean, that kiss scene where Yacker revived Sonic with a kiss really can't be forgiven. Here, I'll take that. I'll take Yacker giving Sonic a kiss over at least giving Sonic a kiss. Alright? Ultimate version of Colors is better than the Wii version? I agree, Loudmouth. I thought Sonic Colors Ultimate was fine. I know, again, a lot of Sonic fans will disagree with that, but I had a broad time with it. You made it! Hey, come on, Tails. Oh god, why are you struggling to get up here? Hey, hey, hey! Never remember what route's fastest here. Oi, Taser! Sorry, I'm just like, that's what you do when you play this fucking level, because Sonic's just quotes are, well, always quoted, aren't they? That last bit's always a piece of pish to beat Sonic in, because he very slowly navigates through the spikes there. Right. Fandoms are the worst about things about games. That's like so hard to dispute. But it's like, oh god, you could probably write like you could probably start a video essay like that, Meta Chow, because it's like you're so right, but at the same time, franchises wouldn't exist without their fan bases, would they? So you kind of have to, you know. Hey, without fandoms, we wouldn't have porn. Pass.
ソニック、顔性メラルドは
1個は奪われたけど、前に取った1個は無事だ。あいつも必死だな。
Right, he's ready to see Cream the Rabbit. Don't blink or you'll miss her. There, did you see her? Did you? You didn't see her? You must have blinked then. She just flew right past the screen, you know, probably on her way to Team Sonic Racing. Someone asked for... Oh shit. How the hell did you know? There's some Twitch thing that when you're mentioned, you get alerted or something. But hello, Loki, how are you? Oh my. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Right. Who was that I was playing as when I struggled to... Okay. Nearly first try with Tails, that's good. For some reason that cream thing you tried to do reminded me of a very specific episode of Lazy Town. Tell it if you want, Collectathon. I'll just nod and pretend I know what you're talking about. I am part of the Ducky fandom. Oh god! Get out! Get out now! Kill it with fire! Friends with loud mouth. Alright. Isn't it funny how this nobody ever talks about this camera angle being bad, you know? Like, I'm actually going to say something semi in defense of Sonic 06 for once, okay? So you may as well clip this, it's never going to happen again, but... You know, it's not even just Sonic 06, it's when the camera in Sonic games kind of like goes behind, you know, Sonic and that, you know, you tend to hear people moan, it's like, oh, why the fuck's this camera angle? Now to be fair, it's a million times worse than 06 because you have to like hold the stick in a direction to move the snowboard properly, so when the camera snaps backwards to Sonic, you just stop in the middle of the fucking snow. It's stupid. Whereas here, it's like, there's not really any obstacles, the angle is kind of cool, so... Actually, forget I said anything, this game should play better. What's the name of this song again? Be cool, be groovy. Fuck. I feel like I should know this. You missed the toxic Sonic fan days. Loki, they never went away. Alright? If anything, they got worse. Alright? It's like the planet's ozone layer, right? It's never gonna get better. Alright? It'll just get worse and worse. I mean, have you guys heard about this? Oh fuck, do I even want to talk about this? So, I don't know if I want to talk about this. Jimmy 2 Let's Play was clearly my peak. I did enjoy that Let's Play a lot. Oh god, so what? You liked Classic Duck, where I was like 19. I played like loads of Shenmue games on my Dazzle. And then there's Modern Duck, that's on stream and keeps playing with his beard. And won't acknowledge that he's like completely bald. Won't take the plunge and just cut all his hair off, you know? Don't you use Rogaine? Oh. Are you taking the piss? There's Rogaine's in your name. It's actually called Regain in this country too. But I did use Regain for a time, and the fucking thing was, it didn't work. It actually kind of made my hair a bit thinner, or maybe it was on my mind, I don't know, but yeah. I had a rough trans... okay. I'm giving you that one, Sponge, next word. Classic doesn't have a face. That's true, I did not have a face. Do it! Love this game, but you hate the second one. Really? I prefer SA1 to SA2 for sure, but I still love SA2, like... Then there was Edgy Duck, which was the PC gaming days when you played Mirror's Oh my god, I was edgy then? What was edgy about me? I still didn't show my face. Just holds the kid in the hands, the most piss from a fall. What?
これで4個目じゃ
Dugga rebranding to Dicky and maybe a giant dick. What's wrong? Are you alright, Collectathon? Alright, you need to sit down for a little bit. You're just making pee and dick jokes.
また練習したなんとかしなくちゃ
Are any of us alright? To be honest, probably not. Alright, so Tails' fight's a bit easier in that you only have to hit Chaos 4 times. Which, you know, would make more sense. You know, but, Sonic and Knuckles have to hit them 5 and it just makes the fight long as shit. It's already quite long as shit. Oh my god, Tails, Tails, Tails. Thank you. Tails? Why is Chaos aquatic? Because Meta Chow, at the time of Sonic Adventure's development, they knew they were going to make it on the Dreamcast, and they wanted to create a character that could only be rendered on the Dreamcast. That's why Chaos is aquatic and has all these transparency effects on his character model. You couldn't do that in the Sega Saturn, N64, or PS1 at the time, so it was considered quite cool. Then the Ducky series killed off Ducky and made the games all about Sidekick. What's wrong with you, Collectathon? Why are you talking like that? Wait, there's an actual answer, what the fuck? Aye, that is the answer. Look it up, Meta Chow. They wanted to make an enemy that couldn't be done on any other console at the time, so yeah, that's why Chaos is aquatic. Hey, they couldn't do Chaos properly after the DC either. See, to be fair, they didn't really... Like, let me hang. It was only really brought back for, like, nostalgia purposes, never, like, featuring big in any of the games. I mean, look at Sonic Forces. I have to tell you about how Chaos was handled in that fucking game. But, you know what? You know, funnily enough, you know the best, like, revisit of Chaos across the whole series was actually the fucking Lego Dimensions. Remember that, like, Sonic, thing with it they did in Lego Dimensions? That was actually really cool, alright? And it ends with a supersonic boss fight with Chaos, you know? Okay, Collectathon is clearly trying to be edgy tonight. With his patter here. They killed Chaos with this game. Yeah, pretty much. I know I'm like, you know, it's funny. That's like, that meme is like, what? I think it was like an E3. Killed Chaos came about. And, you know, when you like use a meme that's like, I don't even know what the time frame is. It almost feels like you're pissing people off. Like, the other day I was scrolling through Twitter, and do you remember that, like, meme from Into the Spider-Verse? For the Miles Morales Spider-Man film? Like, what was it? It was that meme where Miles Morales, like, puts his hand on... I don't even know what the character's name is. He puts his hand on her shoulder and he goes, hey. Right, that was like a massive fucking meme. It was everywhere. And I just saw it for the first time in ages on Twitter. And I'm just thinking to myself, you know... As classic as they are, I don't know if memes age well, you know? So, yeah. DC's order in transparency wasn't able to replicate until DX11. Yeah, it's like it is interesting when you look into how it works. You know, transparency in video games is actually quite a pain in the arse. You know, like even recently, you guys see the fucking Grand Theft Auto Remastered Collection. That horrible rain effect that it has is, and if you look out to the water in the game, the water's transparency effect is actually rendered above the rain effect, resulting in like a really shitey image, you know? So, yeah, it's interesting that even today, transparency is still like a thing that people struggle with, you know? Right, here's where I wish we had our fast forward button actually. Fuck it. Will this work? Immediately. Fast forward! Gotta go fast! Sonic, gotta go fast! So I gotta go faster, faster, faster. Go, 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 go. There we go. That's a speedrunning thing. You guys never heard about that? 1990 was also the year where the first ever computer-generated water in a motion picture was made for DreamWorks' first ever movie, Ants. Not only is he being edgy, but he's being Wikipedia. Sorry I'm picking on you, Collectathon. It's just that your comments are just speaking to me, I suppose, tonight. Next 10 minutes approximately of Tales' story is like the coolest nostalgic video game. Nice. Yeah, like, again, I remember being... I can't remember where I was. It was Christmas '99. Because I remember this was like the first time... Because Tales' story was the first one I finished, I remember. I remember first making it to, like, the past with Tikal. And just being like, what the fuck is this? Why is Tales here? You know? My sister used to make fun of me playing this part. Why? Did she get all... Was she not a Tikal fan or something? Yeah, I think this is... Isn't this like the only time you ever see Mystic Ruins at sunset? I think it is. I don't think Sonic ever comes here at sunset. Because he's in Station Square during this bit. Oh shit, this who's me working with? There we go. Right, I can just plug in the Xbox controller whenever I want to fast forward. Yeah, you've got me all nostalgic here as well, Scungeon. Let's embrace Mystic Ruins at sunset for a bit here. sun at, actually. I mean, because obviously this game has ray tracing, you know? Do you think... Oh god, actually, did you guys hear about fucking Ocarina of Time? How it's been like completely decompiled now and there are people now patching ray tracing into it. Which was a similar thing happened to like Mario 64, you know? So, yeah. It's a mental thing to consider, I think. I'd be like their best friend. I'd be like their best friends. Alright, let's head to the jungle. I remember, again, first time playing this, I wasn't even sure if this is where I should have went, you know? Sonic Unleashed now runs at 60 FPS, but does it have ray tracing, Kurt Rogaine? If it doesn't have ray tracing, it is meaningless. Took me so long to find this Chaos Emerald, by the way. I don't know why, I just never went into that bit of the jungle. It took me ages. It felt like ages anyway. Actually, what was that other thing that happened recently? I think that... Oh, what the fuck's his name? Who's that guy that worked with, like, with Archie, the Archie Sonic comics, and is basically the reason why Sega can't do anything more with Echidnas? What was his name again? Because he tweeted something recently. And got, like, ratioed to fuck, I suppose. Because nobody likes him. Ken Penders, is that it? That sounds about right, but yeah, he, what was it that happened? So there's this new, like, art book out or something for Sonic's anniversary, and it has, like, Shade in it, who was a character in Sonic Chronicles The Dark Brotherhood, whatever the fuck it was called. I never finished that game. And Shade is like an echidna, and there was this talk about, you know, can Ken Panders allow this? And he tweeted, basically clearing it up. I think he tweeted, like, yeah, it's fair use, they can, like, do this, and, like, he must never tweet, because I just saw a lot of people ripping the piss at him, because, again, nobody likes him. I think that was like supposed to be like a cut level at some point. Meta Chow, I think. Ken tweeted that he originally planned for Sonic to fuck Sally. Did he actually? He must be a very dedicated Sonic fan then. I mean, Sonic fans have definitely thought of worse things for Sonic to fuck. You know, like a fucking human princess. Alright? At least Ken didn't go there. Alright? You know what? I would buy Ken a drink. Because as much of a prat that he is about the Sonic fan base, at least he didn't consent to Sonic kissing a human woman. You know? Good on you, Ken. You can come to my birthday party anytime. Right. So yeah, like I said, I was here for ages, and what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to get Tails to get the rhythm badge, but a few of these instances you can actually swap between the two, like, areas here. So I remember coming back here and being like, what is this? And you know, you just see this, you're like, the Master Emerald and the Chaos Emeralds, and I'm just like, what is going on? Right, when I was younger. Sonic fucking Tesco's. Okay. Chris. Oh god, my other favorite Sonic character. Again, just the mega memories of cutting about here, being so lost, not knowing what to do, not knowing that I was supposed to get the rhythm badge. And that, you know. I got lost. I got lost in the LP. No, I didn't. You're lying, Loki. I know this game like the back of my hand. Fuck. Why does Tails sound like he's trying to say the Navi quote? I don't know, it's Japanese. Maybe he's a fan. Like, I always kind of felt growing up, right? Like, I don't know where this thought came from, so feel free to ignore it, guys, okay? But there's a few games by Sega where you play through the story. Like, I'm pretty sure Shenmue 2 and Skies of Arcadia were ones I could think of, right? There were these areas in those games that always to me felt like they looked a bit better. Like they looked more high detail. But the thing is, they were always like the areas that you couldn't visit willingly. You only were able to visit them in the story. Yeah, like there's a few areas in Skies like that. There's a few areas like Shenmue that are like that. And yeah, I don't know. It was just a random thought. Because I played a lot of Dreamcast when I was younger, you know? I don't want to cut it out. Oh, God. Leave me alone. You all bully me all the time by making me remember about how shite Classic Duck was. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. No, there it is. Ha! See? You're full of shit, Loki.
リズムブローチね。アクションボタンを押し続ければ連続
So
シュート
this
攻撃
makes
ができるはずよ。
one of Tails' like shittiest attacks, which is just like that, into a really OP attack. One day Tails will do this again, by the way. One day he will. I have faith. I was really annoyed when Classic Duck returned. Oh, damn it. Like, what would I have to do to be... Oh, God. This is one of my favorite cutscenes in English, by the way. I really, really love this, like, little dialogue exchange here.
7つの混沌あらこんにちはご機嫌いかが今のはああおばあちゃんが教えてくれた言葉よ古い言い伝えなんですって 絶対忘れちゃ
I
い
thought
けない
Tikal sounded
こう続くの行うもの
really old when I heard her last time. I was pissed, but she sounds alright.
力は心によりて力たり抑えるものそば混沌に滑るものどういうことを言ってるのかよくわからないけど7つのっていうのに引っかかるのよねあのエメラルドの数と同じエメラルドあなた初めてお会いするわねお名前は何ていうの私はチカル
And now for my other favorite cutscene. Oh, that cutscene's a bit different. Tails isn't actually running towards his workshop there. Adding the ribbon badge to Tails is one massive improvement that feels like so good. Yeah, very good. Good for PO6, eh? Holy shit, that cutscene is so much less cool in this version. Because it doesn't like, you don't get that camera angle with him walking. This will get my Tornado 2 up and raring to go. That's one of the cooler things about playing the Japanese version, just seeing these little differences. Because this version technically came out, oh, Tails is hovering in the air. Oh, he can fly, I suppose. But just like seeing all these little differences, you know, because it came out like a whole year before the North American version. Or this one here, with the tornado taking off and him meeting Sonic in Red Mountain. It's really good, The transparency was a little off there, actually. Let's see if I can cheese this again. If I just go into the corner. Nobody likes this mission, alright? It's a pile of shite. I kind of skip this bit. New world record. Nani? They just couldn't be arsed to animate a landing. Get a load of this. Number 15 Colonel Bing bought cabbage. Sonic just swore. come on. No, I was gonna say this about Kanemaru's Sonic, you know? Like, when he says stuff in Japanese, like in English, obviously, he doesn't say them in that sort of like English way, you know? He actually says them like kind of properly, which makes me think that Kanemaru can actually speak English, or at least has been like maybe lived overseas at some point. That's what you're saying. Let's see if Duck can make it to the sky deck. Hell yes. Snooping as usual, I see. He was an English. Fuck. Did I just exit? Why do I always do that? He was an English teacher, was he? Alright. Just like Sawa Sensei. Faster. Collectathon, you know what? I've been sitting on this for a while, right? See you and Loki, right? Were you Putin's left nut and right nut? Like, call it a hunch. Call it a hunch, alright? And if you're not, if I'm wrong, I'll apologize. Fuck this. You're from the cult of Duck. What are you snooping as usual, I see. Why am I saying that as in English?
なんだよ、これで終わりか？
環境の方が怪しいよ。ソニック、上に行ってみよう。
Right, almost at the end of Tales' story. You know, I actually really don't want to do Gammas. Yeah, I think I've just decided Gamma is definitely my least favorite character to play as in this game. I prefer Big to Gamma. There you go. How about that shit? Bear back. I need liquid. Gamma, more like Gamala Anderson. Okay. Collectathon, you said you were trying to be funny, right? You can't just pluck some random reference like that and expect it to pass, alright? I mean, could you know, bring attention to the fact? Like, what do we know Pamela Anderson for, eh? You know, being like, you know, Baywatch star or something. I don't know. Gamma can't even swim. Gamma goes in the water. He starts to float, alright? I love that Tails envision themselves taking Sonic's role. Again, we are playing as Tails, so it makes sense.
ロボットさん悪い人じゃないんだよ。テイルスお願いやめて。エミ
Making me laugh when I this.
ー。
Sorry.
分かった。エミがそこまで言うならきっと何か事情があるんだよね。
I just checked, by the way. It is absolutely pissing with rain outside. I usually like to go for a walk at night too, but I can't even do it.
時間ないテイルスはエミを連れて先に逃げるんだ
ソニック
俺はエクマを追う
By the way, question. Anybody in here played 13 Sentinels before? Because, you know, at the weekend there. I love it, Tails is... Okay, they're spinning there. Usually they don't spin. Yeah, anybody in here played 13 Sentinels? Because some of y'all maybe noticed that at the weekend there they announced the Switch version, which is banging. That's no right, that. But yeah, absolutely fucking fantastic game. If you get the chance to, please play it. Never worked out why the ship is losing altitude. Fuck, Scungeon, now I'm wondering that. Why is Tails losing altitude when his tails aren't even spinning? He shouldn't be losing altitude, he should have no altitude. Do I like Shin Megami Tensei? Kind of, Loki, right? This is a topic I, for some reason, talk about a lot, but Shin Megami Tensei is a series that I've wanted to love for ages, but I've never been able to because I don't like games that play like Pokemon. It's just a mental block that I have. I just can't hack it. But I did pick up Shin Megami Tensei 5, and I'm actually quite liking it. I've got about, not too far in, about 12 hours or something. I've actually gotten to the first boss that's made me put it down to easy mode. I'm like, no, I'm not hating any of this. Almost done with the prologue. Sentinels got 2 weeks off work, so I think I'm gonna get on it. Nice one, Z-Bob-On. It's a fantastic game. Sounds like I'm not a big fan of turn-based RPGs. Okay, that's the best joke you've said all night, Collectathon. This is the part where he says the sweet quote. Just a little bit after the next stage he does, but we'll hear what it is in like Japanese.
ミサイル発射されたら
Getting bored of it. Area's the same. Again, I've not even made it out of the first area yet, you know? Like, again, I made it up to the first boss, which I think I could say because she was featured in, like, all the trailers and that. But I've made it up to Nuwa, you know, the snake lady. And, yeah, she absolutely... Well, she didn't absolutely destroy me when I attempted her, but... This was a criticism that I heard about the game before I got into it, but apparently more than most other Shin Megami Tensei games, the boss battles in this game are very, like, damage absorbent, like they just take forever to take down, so yeah, it's just like very disconcerting because they can always take you down in like a couple of turns very easily, you know? Pokemon. Yeah, okay, so again, I say this a lot. I don't like games where you have to make up your own party, like Pokemon, okay? I like a RPG where you're given party members and you just have to level those guys up. But in games like Pokemon, Shin Megami Tensei, Etrian Odyssey, Dragon Quest IX, funnily enough, I don't know, just the idea that I could spend ages grinding up one character, and then suddenly I get to a boss that's like, oh, by the way, this character's no use against this boss, you'll have to swap out for this character. Oh, that character's not at the high enough level yet, you're gonna have to go level them up. And I know that usually never happens when the game is well designed, but that fear is always in the back of my head, and I just never like it. I just like having a set of characters and just leveling them up, like I said, you know. one of the best RPGs I ever played was Dragon Quest VIII. Okay, because that game was just 4 characters. Alright. No other characters would come in, fill your boots. Which is why I was upset with the 3DS version that we got of Dragon Quest VIII, because it added like 2 new characters, which is cool, but again, if you get them, you can still only have 4 people in the party at any given time, so you're swapping good characters to make sure everybody's leveled up. Because that's another thing with me in RPGs, right? If I've got a party, everybody needs to be the same level. You know what I mean? If somebody's a different level, I'm like, no, I need to level up this character now. I can't use these other characters even though they're objectively better. Everybody needs to be the same level, damn it. I don't think I'm taking the best way here. Come on, Tails. Guys, Arcadia is trash. Another joke. It's just having me lolling. Kirby Star Allies has that system. I've never played that one. Fair enough, Collectathon. Nobody's forcing you to like shit that you can't get into. Alright, here's the mincemeat quote. Yeah, mincemeat's way better, isn't it? Yeah, this is pretty much the best use for the rhythm badge, is this boss right here. There we go. When I played Persona 4, I ended up leaving this game less than half of everybody else by last dungeon. I often stick with the same party members because no XP share. Yeah, again, if I know for a fact that the game will allow it, I'll maybe go that route, Adam, but again, everybody needs to be the same. It was like that when I played like Persona and shit, you know? I think that's why I don't like those games where you make your own party, because by design, you can't have everybody be the same level, unless you're like mega hardcore dedicated, obviously, but yeah, it's, I don't know, I just hate the idea of leaving someone behind, I suppose. Oh, this bit's good. Am I My god, that took me longer than I thought. We're not alone, my Chia. See, I'll tell you this, right? I don't really want a Sonic Adventure 3, at least not now, okay? I feel like at this point, if Sonic Team was to make a Sonic Adventure 3, the reception to it would be just like Sonic 4, okay? Like, everybody will think it's going to be this thing, but it just won't be. However, what I absolutely would not be opposed to is if they went back and made like a third version of like It Doesn't Matter, Believe in Myself, and Unknown for NE. Like, I would be so for that to happen again, you know. Something like Pokemon Tournament would take so long to try to keep them all the same. Exactly, Adam. Yeah. All right, let's skip the credits. Ah, get it up, you Sonic Team, not letting me skip the credits. I know the song's really good, guys, but I want to get this finished tonight, sorry. Difficult Sonic Mania Sonic 5s who have made so much more money, I feel. No, Jada, I disagree. I feel like... Honestly, I feel like it would have made the same amount of money, but you'd have a lot more people complaining, you know? Right now. Because I don't know, there's something about numbers that really sets most communities off, especially the Sonic fan base. Because again, as was discussed earlier, you know, Sonic 06 is Sonic Adventure 3, and if it was called Sonic Adventure 3, I feel like the discussion around it would be so much better because people put too much like emphasis on numbers and stuff. If Sonic 4 was called something like... if Sonic 4 was called Sonic Mania when it came out, nobody would give a shit. You'd probably have some discussion about how the physics weren't the same as the classics, but nobody would have scrutinized it and given that game the reputation it eventually got. Okay? You like Sonic 4? So did I, alright? It had flaws, it definitely had flaws, but overall, I thought it was a fun little distraction, you know? Especially Episode 2. Because I did actually go back and play all of Sonic 4 fairly recently. And my sort of like takeaway was that Episode 1 was worse than I remember. Mainly because the art style that they went for with the 2D pre-rendered CG looks really bad on a high-res monitor. It looks really bad, you know? Yeah, but Sonic Episode 2 actually was better than I remember. Because, like, they really did nail the physics, you know? It felt just so much better to control, especially coming right after Sonic 1, you know? Sonic 4 Episode 1, sorry. Yeah, I get what you mean. I'd have thought that since Sonic Mania is way closer to any number of Sonic games, it would work in its favour, but I get what you mean. I mean, another thing about Sonic Mania, J-Dot, and this is like, I would say the main criticism the game has amongst the fan base, was that it wasn't so much a Sonic the Hedgehog 5 or 4, depending on who you talk to, but it was more like just a greatest hits game of Sonic, you know? Like, you had a lot of people moaning about how Green Hill was there, Chemical Plant was there, which really shouldn't be criticised, because if you look into the history of that game, Christian Whitehead literally just wanted it to be 4 levels long. Those 4 levels were going to be the 4 original levels that was in the game, you know? But when he presented it to Takashi Iizuka was like, right, I like this, but you're going to use like old zones and make some sort of like mishmashes of other classic Sonic levels, you know? That's why it's now 12 stages long and definitely better as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Sonic Mania 2. I don't think we're going to get that, at least not anytime soon. I think Christian Whitehead's off doing other things, you know? Sonic Mania felt nothing like the classics. What did you play, Loki? I was one of the only people praying Carnival Night would come back. I don't hate Carnival Night, but I guess that is like the universally reviled level of the Sonic 3 and Knuckles games. Yeah. saying that Gamma and Chaos are both better than Shadow. Hot take, Scungin, but yeah. More new stages in Mania. Again, that was like the main sort of complaint amongst the fan base, was the lack of original stages, you know? Like, if they were to make a Sonic Mania 2, I'd like the ratio to be reversed, like have 8 brand new stages and 4 retro ones, because there's only really like a few other good classic levels that you can pull from that weren't in the first game. Also, you need to add Metal Sonic and Amy as playable characters, okay? I would love to see what a classic rendition of like those two characters would be, you know? Yes, the barrel. Everybody goes on about that, didn't they? Have you seen that clip of Takashi Iizuka and Yuji Naka literally being asked that at a Q&A? And Yuji Naka's like, I must have been the one that programmed that in, so I'm sorry. Like, he literally apologizes for the barrel. And it was funny because Takashi Iizuka actually tries to, like, shift the blame. He's like, that wasn't me, that was this guy. Just please don't bring back Green Hill. I'm so fed up of it. I think we're gonna see Green Hill a lot, Adam. Alright? That's just like Sonic's main aesthetic now. You know what I mean? Like it or not. Yeah, I think, like, obviously Sonic Team would take this gameplay, right? And, you know, use it again in Sonic Adventure 2, so with Tails and Eggman levels. So clearly they were fond of it, but again, I don't know, I feel like it was done way better in those games. Really, that's not something I expect an apology for. Heck, I would easily blame my poor observation skills. Yuji Naka should design the controls for the next game. Yeah. Well, Yuji Naka, he was apparently very infamous when he worked at Sega. Like, he was always, like, threatening to leave, and he did obviously eventually leave. Like, apparently Sega had to, like, buy him, like, a new car and stuff to convince him to stay. You know? Like, he was a bit of a, what do they call it, a prima donna? Is that what you call it? When he worked at Sega, for sure. But, you know, again, he obviously did, like, really good shit there. Like, you want to hear another pet peeve, guys, amongst the Sonic fan base? Like, people to this day still bring up the fact that, like, I remember when Toshihiro Nagoshi left Sega, which was just recent, right? It was just a few months ago. People were like, well, Sega keeps losing their talent, you know, they lost Yuji Naka. Or they just, like, bring up... They talk about Yuji Naka leaving like it's this thing that Sega still has to, like, atone for, okay? And that they can't make any good games without him. And I'm just always thinking to myself, Yuji Naka left more than 15 years ago, okay? Sonic's about to turn 30, okay? Sonic has been without Yuji Naka for as long as he's been with him, you know? So, I don't know. Of course, now whenever anybody brings up Yuji Naka, they just bring up Balan Wonderworld and how awful that game was, even though I liked it. You love Beta so much? Oh, where's Beta? The later boss is definitely one of the best in the game, yeah. Did you guys, like, is anybody in here actually a fan of, like, Knights, you know? Because, you know, obviously Knights and Balan kind of go hand in hand, but talking about Knights specifically for a bit, a bunch of stuff recently got, like, a data mined for the original Knights. You know, a bunch of, like, assets that we never, like, seen before. It's mega interesting stuff, you know, and yeah, I've been sort of following that a little bit. Anybody else? Any other Knights fans? No? Need Knights 3. See, I think about this way too much, right? I wonder how much, you spelt Knights wrong, meta. You almost had a funny there. Like, I wonder how willing Sega and Sonic Team would be to make a third Knights game. Not because I don't think it could work, but because I feel like a bit of time would have to pass almost, because Yuji Naka did come out with Balan Wonderworld. And obviously Balan Wonderworld was kind of an objective failure. Okay? Saddens me like fuck to say that, but it was an objective failure. So, like... But even with that said, again, he basically did... It's a sort of Keiji Inafune and Mighty No. 9 thing, okay? Because Mighty No. 9 did bomb, Capcom obviously were happy to go back and make a Mega Man game that turned out really well. So, but for some reason I can't see Sega and Sonic Team doing that for Knights. Partially because Knights probably is nowhere near as profitable as like what Mega Man would be. But also because Yuji Naka is still kind of pally with most of the guys over there at Sonic Team, you know? So I don't think he would want a... So I don't think Sonic Team would really want to, like, right, he's fucked up, quick, let's make a good Knights game, sort of thing. I mean, can you imagine, like, a Knights game running on Hedgehog Engine 2? It would be so pretty. It would be so fucking pretty. We have anything about the next 3D Sonic games yet? A bunch of rumors, but nothing really like things yet. Let me hink here. Where did you find? Yeah, okay. They'll do a yearly Christmas. So do I. So do I, Tasty. Maybe I'll do that on stream this year. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do. Fuck it, let's do that, okay? Stream closer to Christmas, we're gonna do Knights. Yeah, we don't go to the beach right now, do we? Oh fuck, we do actually, yeah, we go to the beach right away. But yeah, some of the rumors we're hearing about the next 3D Sonic game is that apparently it's going to be quite a big Breath of the Wild inspired game. Like an open world Sonic game, which, you know, could work, alright? It's going to be running on Hedgehog Engine 2, and has skill trees and shit, and is hopefully not terrible, you know? Obtain item. It's still weird to me going through this level as Gamma, so I've just played it that much more as Sonic. And there's just the end up here. Yeah, Gamma's levels can be like... His last level is annoyingly long. Like, you know, the hot shelter, that one takes a while. All these other levels are like really short. Still better than SA2 mech levels. I was just saying a wee while ago there, Kurt. I disagree. I think the levels in SA2 are way better than Gamma in this game. Like, they had the chance to sort of, like, flesh it out a bit more, you know? Like, you can tell the levels were more built for that sort of stuff. I'm not saying the asset reusage or whatever was, like, bad in this game. I'm just saying it was more well executed in SA2, you know? And now for the Gamma versus
Data Shogo.
Actually, that was a joke, but now I want it. What? Friggin' Knights 3.
データなし現在位置不明
Gamma versus Big
困っ
Boss.
た
Actually, fun fact, in Japan, Solid Snake and Eggman have the same voice actor.
モードチェンジ
Shite. Right, Chaos is watching and he's all pissed off. That robot's getting a bit too close to my wains here. Fair enough, Adam. Like, they used to be my least favorite part in SA2, you know, because like most people, I had that sort of like bitter feeling that Tails was in a mech and you couldn't control him on the ground, sort of thing. But I don't know. As I got older, I came to dislike the hunting levels more. Even though I don't hate the hunting levels in SA2, but I just came to appreciate the shooting levels way better. The Sonic and Shadow levels have always been the best, though. I don't think anybody would disagree with that.
俺のが本物だ
いや俺だ
俺の方が色がいい
ダメダメダメダメダメダメダメ全然違うカエルではないかどこに目をつけとるんじゃカオスの尻尾が取り付いとる大事なカエル
Still weird to see Eggman walk in like any game. Radar Nerve in SA2 did make me enjoy the hunting levels less. Yeah. Again, that's a thing. That's one of those things, Adam, that gets brought up so much that when I see people trying to like say it as a legitimate complaint, it's almost like a cliche. Like, can an opinion even be cliche? But that is definitely a cliche opinion. It's like, you know what? I didn't like the radar nerf in Sonic Adventure 2. And you know what else? I think Sonic had a rough transition into 3D. Don't at me. There's a mod for that. Yeah, J-Dot, I did actually install that, yeah. Why are his eyes green? I wonder when we're gonna get the Gamma variant of COVID, alright? Is that gonna be like the one that just... Oh god, I don't even want to think about it. Actually, no, I think it would be the Omega variant that's just like, okay, we're 8 letters now, okay? We're just fucked. Cliche opinion, Sonic was never good. Alright, IGN. I didn't even know that Omicron was a Greek letter, you know? Because I think There's 24 Greek letters, right? I only know that because Omega is E123, you know? I'm pretty sure there's a few of them. Yeah, Gamma can't play that, sadly. Sonic fans overreacting? Never, J-Dot. Shut up. Sonic fans don't overreact to anything. Especially on Twitter. You know, this is probably a cliche thing at this point, but I think it's very accurate to say, like, Sonic's not in the best position right now throughout his history, you know? He hasn't had, like, a really great game pretty much since Mania, you know? But I definitely... The thing that's annoying me most about this franchise is definitely, like, the fan base more than the games, you know? Like, I moan so much about the fan base. And I never really used to do that, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me getting older and the new generation of Sonic fans are coming in and I see their opinion being, like, so much different than mine. Like, even when I have legitimate complaints about Sonic games, whenever I hear the complaints of the fan base, I'm always just like, no, that's not what we should be focusing on, sort of thing. You were so calm about 06. Well, I don't know about that necessarily, because I was mad about 06. Well, I mean, Twitter wasn't really a thing in 2006. Maybe that's it, you know? And people say SA2 is the best looking Sonic game. I die inside. Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree. I wouldn't say I agree with that, Kurt, but that's probably an opinion that doesn't, like, hurt me. Mainly it's when people say, like, they like Sonic 06, or... Actually, even more than that, the sort of, like, surge of Sonic fan base that doesn't like Sonic Colors. You know, I've moaned about this a bunch on Twitch, I'm so sorry. Like, that really, like, I don't get that. Sonic Colors is an excellent game, you know? Like, there was this image on Twitter that really made me laugh. Because, you know, when you see something, you're like, oh my god, that's so true, sort of thing. It's like, it was like a list, it was like, you know, you've got, like, the sort of, like, text description on one side and then the reaction images on the other. I think the most famous one is that one with Drake. You know? And what was it? It was like a group of friends. The first picture is them acting all calm, and the description is Sonic Colors Ultimate ups frame rate, adds new cosmetics, you know, and all the other stuff that Sonic Colors Ultimate added, like the improved geometry and stuff. And then the lower image is a picture of everybody, like, being all excited in that, and all it says is Sonic Unleashed 60 FPS on Xbox Series X. And yeah, I was like, yeah, I feel like so much more hype came from Sonic Unleashed getting a 60 FPS update than Sonic Colors Ultimate as a whole. And I'm talking about before the fucking game came out, and it, again, the Sonic fanbase really overreacted to that, in my opinion, as well. But before the game came out, there was just that much more hype about Sonic Unleashed than Colors. It's weird. Unleashed is just better. See, I do like Unleashed a lot as well, Scungin, but no, I really think Colors is the better game for sure. Like, I put Generations in S, Colors in A, and Unleashed in B. You know, that's some of my tier. I think I made a Sonic tier list before. I think there's a video of it on my channel too. But yeah, still need to play Colors. I would definitely recommend Ultimate, J-Dot. Okay, maybe avoid the Switch version if you can. Even though I actually I had to pick this up, by the way. I picked up the Switch version. Do I have it running, in fact? No, I do. Yeah, I picked up the Switch version of Colors Ultimate in the Black Friday sale because I'm like, right, let's see what all the fuss is about. But before I started playing it, they released like the new patch that came out not too long ago. And honestly, my experience has been fine. The music hasn't cut out on me since I downloaded the patch, you know? Not seen like any overbearing graphical glitches anyway. The frame rate's still 30 FPS, which is a bit shite once you've played it at 60, but like, the original was 30, so you can adjust to it, you know? So, yeah. If it's on PC, I'll get a hold of it then. Well, that was the other thing about Colors Ultimate that, funnily enough, nobody complained of it. because there was so much more stuff the Sonic fanbase just wasn't fussed about this. It was the fact that Sonic Colors Ultimate was an Epic Game exclusive, you know? If you're doing more Sonic tier lists, those were hype. How do I get up here? Epic stuff annoys you. They are old games, yeah. I feel like most people have kind of like calmed down with the whole Epic Game Store stuff, you know? Like it never annoyed me that much. Like I wouldn't say I was a fan of it or anything. I was just saying that it was just one of those things where I thought, I feel like people are just getting a bit too mad about this, but I don't know, that was just me. The only game I've ever bought on Epic, to be fair, was Shenmue 3. And that did hurt, okay? Because at the time, it just really annoyed me that Shenmue 3 was Epic exclusive. Not because it was Epic exclusive, but because people love to make, you know, clickbaity videos about another one bites the dust or something, and then there was like a lot of negativity surrounding Shenmue. And that just sucked, you know? I didn't like that Shenmue was coming back and people had this reason to really hate it, which was a problem that didn't really have anything to do with the game itself, you know? New patch downgrade the audio quality, and if you put the new XE into the launch version of the game, it forces the whole game into mono. I thought like the audio mixing was fixed, Adam. I remember seeing some people go on and on about the audio stuff, and again, I've been playing it, and it sounds fine. Like, is this just like a really technical thing that people have dug up, and because it is technically a downgrade, people are like latching onto it the way that the Sonic fanbase does? So that's what I don't want to sound like I'm being apologetic here. That's kind of what it seems like to me. Voices are awful quiet in this version, aren't they? Right. Fuck this sappy cutscene. I can't be arsed with the Japanese. Sega are pretty terrible at audio mixing, to be honest. But I mean, it was Blind Squirrel, wasn't it? Like, what else does Sega... See, that's what I was talking about earlier, Adam. Okay, that port of Sonic Adventure is like nearly a decade old. Alright, so 2 games came out 10 years apart that have some fairly minor audio issues. And you just see people saying, oh, Sega's terrible at audio mixing. Like, I don't know, that's just like a... Really? Do they really? U3 was annoying because I paid for Steam, which was advertised. Yeah, again, Tastymon, there was that whole thing, and it really set up a controversy, and it was just like, it sucked, like, you know? You know what, we'll stick to the Xbox controller for now. Right, let's go. And Gamma with his, like, very slow ladder climbing animation. Oh, it doesn't play the actual music. Yeah. The last time I streamed this game, guys, I don't think I've talked about this yet, but the last time I streamed this game, it was actually the Sonic Adventure DX version on Steam, which is shite, but someone released a Dreamcast texture mod with a few other, like, little things added. And one of the things that it did was that it actually played a bit of music that's actually supposed to play at this point when the egg carrier's in the water. And the music track is in the game. It just doesn't, like, load properly, which is, like, odd. And it's such a good song, you know? You hear it in Gamma's story, and we'll hear it in a bit. But, yeah, it's just upsetting that it wasn't there, you know? The Steam version's bad, yeah. Sonic Adventure 2 is alright. That's a perfectly serviceable version of Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 1 is the... It's not very good, pretty much. It's pretty good. I thought it was pretty good when I downloaded the Dreamcast mod, but otherwise, yeah. In relation to the voice mixing in this, Sonic Adventure 2 had bad mixing, and the HD port was even worse. Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, I remember the friggin', like, the mixing with the dub at the time was, like, getting, like, mocked upon. But, yeah. What's the consensus on SA2 Cube version? I don't think enough people really played Sonic Adventure 2 on Dreamcast to be like Dreamcast purists. That's definitely what I am, you know, but no, I don't think the version on the GameCube is good, you know. Like, I just prefer playing it on Dreamcast for nostalgia, you know, but a lot more people played it on GameCube, and there's honestly no, like, big problem with it like there is with Sonic Adventure 1, you know. So, Sonic Adventure 2 on GameCube, yeah, it's fine. It's technically got more content as well, so there you go. And it will have things missing. There probably was, like, some stuff. I'm trying to think. Off the top, did I enjoy Shenmue 3? I did. I like Shenmue 3, you know. Hello, Hookah. Oh, hello, Dr. Ball. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see your name there. Graphically. You know, it's very interesting, J-Dot. There's actually a video that documents this very well. All the graphical differences between the GameCube and Dreamcast versions of Sonic Adventure 2. There's actually some things that look worse in the GameCube version, and some things that are better. They did a lot of, like, weird tweaking, basically. But it's pretty much a personal preference thing, to be honest. Nice one. You keep your games in your sheds, oh, be careful. Here, it's 60 FPS on the Dreamcast as well. Tasty. Adventure 1 on DC and Adventure 2 on GameCube. That's not a bad combination, Hookah. Again, I played them both on the Dreamcast, and I'm very happy that I did, you know. Like, I played all these games that either, like, went to other platforms or have gotten, like, HD ports, because there's a lot of my absolute favorite games on the Dreamcast are no longer Dreamcast exclusives, basically. But I still probably prefer playing most of these games on Dreamcast, even if there are objectively better versions elsewhere. You know? Dreamcast's the love of my life, alright? Dead. 3.5 hour video. Oh jeez. There's actually this Twitter account called like Shenmue 2 Differences or something like that documents all the graphical differences between Shenmue 2 on the Dreamcast and Shenmue 2 on the Xbox, and they keep finding new random stuff to tweet. I don't know if they're like repeating stuff, but yeah, I always see them and I'm like, interesting. Play for SA2 on emulator. Just play spot the difference. The differences aren't like greatly distinct, to be honest, J-Dot, but they are there, you know. Dreamcast was ahead of its time. I'd love to play a full collection. Oh god, let me show you something, Dr. Maul. Let me show you something. It's not a stream unless I go into my game room and pull something out. Okay. Hey guys, sorry I took so long there. I thought, right, that I owned that really terrible Dreamcast collection that they released for 360, which was just like a compilation of Sonic Adventure, Crazy Taxi, Space Channel 5 Part 2, and Sega Bass Fishing. You know, just the Dreamcast games that Sega had released on like Xbox Live Arcade at the time, just put onto a disc, okay? They're all like horrendous ports, and the fact that it was called Dreamcast Collection was just like, wow, that is like the poorest fucking representation of something that you would have the balls to call Dreamcast Collection, you know? But I don't own it. I must have chucked it out. Can't say I blame myself. But, yeah, so I thought I'd just grab my Sonic Adventure collection just to show this off, I guess. I do have... This is just a player's choice that I have for SA2 for the GameCube. Because, again, I wasn't too fussed about owning this particular version. Now, I can't remember if it was last week or the week before, but I chucked this game over my shoulder when I was drunk, because I really don't like this version of Sonic Adventure. And the disc holder is like knacker, and it kind of just wiggles about now. So I really should like change this disc case, actually, which shouldn't be too hard to do, but yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Collection of licenses they add, moving around. Pretty much, yeah. And here are my copies of Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 for the Dreamcast. Very nice. I can't remember if this copy of SA2 is my OG that I bought in Edinburgh like 20 fucking years ago, you know? I'm not going to chuck these over my shooter, I'll tell you that much. And I also happen to have a Japanese copy of the original game. And one of my nicer possessions that I have, I actually managed to get the 10th anniversary Sonic Adventure 2 with the coin and all that in it. Very happy that I was able to pick this up. Apparently it was only sold for like 2 days in Japan, which was Sonic's 10th anniversary and the day after, you know. So, yeah, that was some FOMO shit happening there, back there in 2001. Anyway, I should really get back to it. So there was some talk about JRPGs earlier. SMT5 is like my main one to know, but I enjoy JRPGs a hell of a lot. Right, is this Epsilon or Delta? Yeah, I'm just sort of like realizing this right now, guys, but yeah, I know I was moaning about him before, but Gamma truly is the like bit of this game that I do not know like the back of my hand. Like, I know it okay, but you know, compared to how I know the rest of the game, it's like, alright, Scungeon, I'm just being a bit humble, alright? You trade, I'll trade you a Sneak King for them. Yeah, are those games even released in the UK, Sneak King? Model change. Right. I still need to decide what I'm going to stream after this as well. I'm really leaning towards Yakuza 0 again. Just because because why the fuck not? Me and Yakuza, we're like that, you know? Love how all the Gamma bosses except Beta are basically bought. Pretty much, Hookah, yeah. It is weird because his last fight really is one of the best in the game. It's a fantastic theme, and you actually have to like think about it in that, you know. They were horrible. They didn't miss anything. Alright. Why do I always fucking do that? Have I streamed Rayman 2? Yes, Hookah. I uploaded it all to YouTube. You can go watch that. I've done a lot of Dreamcast games that are now on YouTube, you know? Really the only Dreamcast games that I have still to stream? I guess I could do Sonic Adventure 2 and Shenmue 2. So I didn't do Shenmue 1 on the Dreamcast, but I did Shenmue 1 HD literally before I started doing Dreamcast games. So that, I kind of count that, you know? Let me think, what else have I... You know, from my... I guess House of the Dead 2, if we're talking like my big favourites here, that I can still stream. Is this Epsilon? Of Resident Evil. Thank you, Doctor. Yeah, those were fun because, you know, that's like, again, I always have to talk about this whenever I talk about Resident Evil, about how Code Veronica is like my favorite one, even though so many people disagree, you know? Oh my god, okay, there's a paragraph. Like, I'm sure this is Vladimir, Vladimir, to you, but I'm so glad that Shenmue is getting an anime because I'm sorry, the game is just a NPC talking simulator, and to someone who didn't grow up with it, always felt like it would be better anime than game. Well, I suppose you're entitled to your fucking opinion, Hookah.
103デルタ E104 イプシロン
Right, that was Epsilon that we just did.
E105 ゼータ E101 ベータ 所在
Well, we already know that they're adding stuff that was actually supposed to be in the game, so that'll be interesting if nothing else. Could they have done more with Supersonic in this game, though? I mean, at the time, I'm pretty sure getting Supersonic in 3D was a bit dodgy. However, with that said, there's a clip on this Twitch channel of me playing the Dreamcast mod on Steam, and what that mod actually also does is add Supersonic as a playable character in regular levels, and I didn't know about that. And I was probably a bit pissed at the time, and I just started playing as Supersonic. I was running through Speed Highway, and I flipped out. You know? So, yeah. Wouldn't Neo be a lame main character in an anime? Like, Neo is... He's obviously very much... He's not... He's kind of just like a typical protagonist. So is other characters like Kiryu, to be honest. But although I would definitely give Kiryu a bit more badass points than Neo, for sure. But, no, I think Neo is... Some people will say that about him, but I definitely say he's a character, you know? Game... Duck, is there a game you hate the majority of people love? You know what, Hookah? I literally have a fucking answer to that. Now, there's quite a few, actually, but I'm gonna go with Balan Wonderworld. There we go. When is Hypersonic making a return, though? He faded away. You know, see when people moan about Hypersonic, I'm pretty sure those people moaning about Hypersonic literally only just thought to moan about Hypersonic and then immediately forgot about him. I don't think anybody really cares, and if they do claim that they care, they're probably lying. Oh shit, I'm gone the wrong bit here. You know what, let's do the speedrun strat here. I don't know if this is a good speedrun strat, but I can't be arsed walking through the jungle, so...
キャラクターを選んでください。
Why are you hating on Balan?
103
Game you hate? Oh my god, I fucking read it the wrong way around. Shit. Okay, my bad. A game that I hate that majority of people love. I don't know if I really, like, hate a game as much as I just, like, I know it's not for me. I guess if I'm gonna go for a popular one to piss the majority of people off, The Last of Us? That's definitely not for me. Holy shit. Last of Us is shite though. Tell that to all the people who think that it's the, I don't know, Oscar winner of games or whatever. Last of Us 2 is awesome. Didn't care much about the first one though. Like, you hear mixed things about the second one, but I think overall people are pretty happy with it. You know? But yeah, I'm just like, guys, that's that shit's depressing as fuck to me. Alright? I'd rather not. Made you feel and stuff. Fair enough, fair enough. This is the song that's supposed to play when you're on the egg carrier when it's in the water. And it's, I never really appreciated it until the mod, funnily enough. But it really has a banging tune. Like, I'm of the opinion that when it comes to a game making me feel shit, that doesn't just mean makes me feel sad, okay? Like, Balan Wonderworld made me feel shit, okay? You think there's some heavy stuff in that game like there is The Last of Us? There isn't, you know? It's all just about, like, the sort of, like, you know, when you... It's about, like, hammering you with emotion, you know? But when the emotion is just sadness, it's like... Or just despair, you know? Some people are into it, definitely not me, you know? Very depressing. I can't hack depressing and dark games, J-Dot. At least in that way, you know? Like, what was it? I got up to the part with the two brothers, you know? I didn't play too much longer after that. I was just like... It made me feel shit, but I hated it. I was like, why did I willingly play through this? To just feel like that after that happened. So it was kind of at that point, right, I don't think this is for me. Alright? What was I doing again? Oh yeah, Hot Shelter. It is, Doctor. It is absolutely. There's a game that made me feel shit as well. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Holy shit. All the Yakuza games, for that matter. Yeah, I think we're gonna play... Nobody's, like, objecting to it, so I think we are gonna play Yakuza 0 again. Some people will probably roll their eyes and be like, oh, again with the Yakuza done. I don't give a shit. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Ooh, I just phased through the fucking... okay, fair enough. Seems like they doubled down at it for 2. Well, I think they kind of realised, Adam, that people were into Last of Us for the depressing shit. Like, I am aware of the spoiler, okay? The spoiler that, like, came out. Like, nobody say it. And it's just like, yeah, you really just want to be as depressing as possible, don't you? With this game, Naughty Dog. Which was weird, because Uncharted was, again, a game that made you feel shit, but was just, like, super uplifting all the time. That's what I prefer when I'm playing a game, you know? I like to feel shit, but I like to feel happy shit, you know? And again, I know this isn't, like, to each their own and shit like that. And, well, there's my point, that's just not for me, yeah? That's it.
この先は高速カード発着場よ。
Ahem, I'm right here. Apparently they're remaking Last of Us 1. I mean, they already sort of remade it for PS4, didn't they? But I guess it is like a big Sony IP now at this point, so yeah. Did I play it like a dragon to the end? Because I didn't get something about the ending. I did play it to the ending, for sure, but I don't want you to spoil anything. You made me fall off. If you can say what it is without spoiling, I don't know if you can. Go for it, because I am curious. I'm always down for talking about Yakuza stuff, you know. Like, I don't know if you want to whisper it to me, J-Dot. Tasty. Oh, what's a good one? I'll be the judge of that. Are you saying it? An obscure sequel you're after. I would like Pandemonium 3, an obscure sequel. Tell Concerto 2. Oh, interesting. We're not going to do that again. Fuck that. Okay. I'm talking about resetting the game prematurely. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot that I would be like, huh, that? Okay. Those are what I really want. Okay, let's pick something that's not Sega. You know, just to be a bit original here, okay? Maybe Klonoa? I think that would make me happy. Alright, there's little Dreamcast tattoos there. There we go. Clockwork Knight 3. Clockwork Knight's okay. Cherry Bye Doctor, thanks for dropping in. You don't get to watch us kill Chaos, unfortunately. Die Hard Arcade. I did play that, Tasty. Yeah, that's a good game. Dynamite Cop, if you want to call it that.
105ゼータ救出完了残るは
Gamma.
僕は
Bokua. So Gamma identifies as male, even though he's a girl bird inside. Spoiler alert. Dreamcast. That's like I don't know about the Dreamcast one, Tasty. That's a much weirder game in my opinion. And it's like I remember it being like shorter than the Saturn one. So, I don't know, maybe I need to go back and play that, but I definitely remember enjoying the Saturn game a lot more. Alright, here we go. Right, how do you do this again? If you skip any of the following cutscenes, I'm telling my uncle who works at YouTube to delete your channel. Well, that's okay, Scungin, because we're on Twitch. But if this VOD is not uploaded to Twitch, well... come at me, you know. No, I'm only really gonna skip the. Friggin' what am I skipping? How did that help? It's a banging song. I feel like I say that about everything, but yeah. Scottish cocktail bed. I don't know if that'll happen. I'm stuck! You know, I do think about that from time to time, Adam, right? Because I did... those videos do, like, watching them now make me cringe, okay? And I feel like that's a very human emotion to have, okay? In my personal opinion. When you see things that you did when you were younger, you're like, oh, I didn't do that for. And if you have the option to delete them, you probably want to. But I know for a fact that there's a lot of friggin' videos on YouTube that I'll go on that I remember from my childhood. I would have been about 17, 18 or that when I was cutting about on YouTube. But, you know, videos that I remember watching and being like, oh yeah, I remember watching this, and you go back to them years later and they're gone. It just feels like something is lost forever. Like, there are definitely videos that I can remember, and I'm just like, I don't get to see them ever again. So... is there anybody out there that feels that way about my videos? Like, maybe when I'm on my deathbed, alright? I'll write it in my will. I'll tell everybody my password for my Scottish DuckTales account so everybody can, like, restore them. How about that? Deal? Deal. Anyway, Scungin is getting mad at me because I'm talking over this brilliant cutscene. That's your fucking husband. I don't know why Gamma's explosion is so big. Like, not even Beta could make a blast that big when we were fighting them. Honest to God, Tasty, I feel like that's definitely going to be a thing as we get more and more into the sort of digital age where everything is on the internet forever, you know? Like, a lot of people are going to start, like, growing up with their childhood basically on the internet forever, no matter how much they're, like, ashamed of it. Like, can you imagine, right, being, like... Oh, I can't imagine a world where I'm 14 years old and I have a Twitter account, okay? And then I get to, like, 30 and I'm using the same Twitter account, okay? I implore anybody, right, who has a Twitter account, Insta, Facebook, whatever, right? Go back to the very first posts you ever made, okay? Because I don't know if anybody here has ever kept a diary before. When you, like, go back to the start of your diary and you're reading it, you get a bit of a red neck. You're like, oh, what was I thinking that day? Dear oh dear, okay? Twitter's probably a million times worse, alright? Because everybody can see it. And you're way more hot-takey because obviously you have this device in your pocket that allows you to immediately just type whatever you're thinking without even thinking about it. It's like, oh, that's shite. That's shite. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that is shite. Aye, aye. Get the same email from school. Yeah, I still have my original email, my old Hotmail, which wasn't even like, Hotmail wasn't even that like, it was fairly new when I got it too, because I think there was one like before Hotmail, I think, wasn't there? Can't quite mind, but yeah. Right, let's skip the credits. Anyway. Right. Time to kill chaos. Oh. Aye. What's that? Robot death in a Sonic game? Eggman's theme is not playing. Never plays Metal Sonic in this game. Neither did I, because it was only in the GameCube version and you had to do everything, and I was just like, fuck that.
Chaos!
「
You know, one of my favorite things about this game was as well, just like a very random thing to bring up, but at the beginning cutscenes, you would always hear that noise when characters hit the ground. So I guess that was like the game's engine loading the character models in, and the world's designed to like that sound effect to play whenever they landed on the ground. I don't know, just always something I thought about.
トーネード2見つかったか？
違う違う、大変なんだ。
What's up with your eyes there, Tails?
また降りてきてるんだよ。
なんだって？また何かあったっていうのか？
とにかくちょっと様子を見に行ってみようよ。
ソニックか。すまん。ナックルス。エッグマンもどうしたんだ？
カオスエメラルド奪われちまった。カオスは奴はまだ生きてる。
何？
そう、このままじゃ済まさん。エッグマン待て。
These are probably the cutscenes in the game that give me the most goosebumps.
カオスはとんでもない怪物だ。奴が最後のカオスエメラルド。
Again, I've told the story before about how I was in my grand's house.
行くぞテイル
It
ス。
was like late at night on New Year's Day, so it would have been the 2nd of January at this point. I was in my grand's tiny box room playing my brand new Dreamcast on a tiny telly. And I'm like, I'm gonna beat Sonic Adventure! I'm gonna beat Sonic Adventure! And then my brother came in and kicked the Dreamcast and I had to beat Chaos all over
夢
again.
じゃなかったのか。
I didn't kill Chaos that night, I killed my little brother. Right. Let you watch this cutscene. I'm bursting for the pish.
そこをどきなさい。そこをどかぬか。あの7つのエメラルドさえあれば我々の力は確固たるものとなる。我々にとって必要なものなのだ。
人の欲望は無限だろ。どこまで行ってもこれでいいってことがない。お願い、ここで断ち切って。
このざる事に付き合う気はおれん。カモン行け。
Cal's dad's a hell of a prick, isn't he? That cutscene play out a bit differently. 'Cause that was away for a wee while there.
おい、しっかりしろ。
Right, will Sonic be at a weird angle here? No, that looks right.
嘘よ。いけない。
The 7 emeralds are the servers. Chaos's power enriched by the heart. I remember, what was it? It was like, I think it was Sega Hardline. You know, that studio that Sega owns that does like all their sort of Sonic mobile games. They did like a bit of a... They do like, some would definitely say, and rightfully so, a much better job at like embracing the Sonic nostalgia than Sonic Team themselves. And I remember they added like Tikal to one of their mobile games, and they did like a bit of artwork for her, and it was just like a statue of Tikal, and the tweeted set was like Chaos's power enriched by the heart, and it was just like, fuck, that should not have hit as hard as it
よかっ
did.
た、気がついたんだね。突然暴徒するんだもん。心配しちゃったよ。ナックルズももう行っちゃったよ。ねえ、早く最後のカオスエメラルドを探さないと。
そうだな。
トルネード2が見つかればその中にあるはずだよ。
Okay. Final boss time. Will the game crash on me? Oh fuck. What's going on?
Ah, トルネード2。
よし、カオスエメラルドを回収だ。しまった。最後のカオスエメラルドを
Sonic swore again.
どうなっちゃうの？
Goated Sonic. Like, I know it's getting destroyed right now, but I always get very nostalgic looking at the sort of, like, fictional cities that Sonic Team makes. Like, I'm getting... For some reason, I'm getting, like, Knights vibes right here, you know? Like, not this, but, yeah, you know what I mean. Oh man, seeing this, like, I know this was in the intro, but I don't think I really paid attention. This was genuinely my first thing being like, that's what Chaos is like with 7 emeralds! It was terrifying as a kid. Vacuum explored, destroyed Station Square. I like what we got, I suppose, you know.
あいつと戦おうっていうのか。こんなこともあろうかと用意していたビッグキャリアに動くやわしの言うことが聞けんのならカオス。その存在に価値はない。
What is Eggman doing there? Is that just like a laser beam that they forgot to render or something? He just destroys the egg carrier too like that? Objective, why do you keep doing this? How are you doing anyway? Aye, fair enough, man, fair enough.
あんたなんだろう。あいつをマスターエメラルドに封印した光る。
私の心はラスターエメラルドの中で常に彼と共にあった。彼の心も怒りと悲しみでいっぱい。このままではかつてと同じようにこの世界を滅ぼしてしまうわ。エメラルドのパワーをも取り込んでしまった。早く彼を再びラスターエメラルドに封じなければ。
それはダメだ。それじゃ今までと同じじゃないか。あいつの心は怒りと悲しみに縛られたままだ。永遠に解放されはしない。
ではどうすれば。
Is this still gonna happen? Yep, that like weird shot with Sonic landing still happens, yep. Well, of course if it still happened, if they were gonna fix it, they would have fixed it in the international version.
エミー
And there's Gamma present as well.
ねえこれ。
みんな
カオスはエメラルドのパワーを怒りと悲しみで引き出した。でもソニックなら本当の使い方を知ってるよね。
それができるのは悔しいがお前だけだもんな。
So much happier.
ジャストは怒りや悲しみだけじゃない。僕らがソニックを
I mean, he didn't sound unhappy in English, but yeah.
心だって大きな力を生むことができるんだ。
Genuinely had no idea when I was younger too that Sonic was about to transform into Super Sonic. I know you pick Super Sonic on the title screen, but for some reason I saw this and I was surprised as fuck. Shadow the Hedgehog, but yellow. I don't have a boost button. I don't even think about rings in this playthrough now. Like when I play this game today, I mean, I probably should. I don't know, I kinda just played it so much. I shouldn't talk like this because I might fuck it up on stream. It make me really stupid. You know what I mean? Alright, time for phase DOS, which is... No, it is different, honestly. See, I'm panicking now because I only have 17 rings. Was this enough? Yes, good. How's this point when the music changes? Yeah, it's an odd music change. It's not like a bad bit of music. It's very foreboding and all that, but you know, Open Your Heart is just so much better, isn't it? Tornadoes. Oh god. Nah, this ain't it. Or it is. Awesome. Like, I love the fact that the final boss of Sonic Adventure does have some, like, physics to it. You know, you literally have to, like, build up speed in order to attack Perfect Chaos, you know. They actually took that out of Generations as well. Not that I'm holding it against Generations, but, you know, you literally just had to touch the base of Perfect Chaos to attack him in that game, didn't you? Second boss area in Generations.
やつの破壊衝動は消えたのか
I knew what all the boss battles were before going in. I spoiled myself's dungeon, which I feel bad about, but yeah. I felt it would make more sense if
あなたが守った
this
超
was
たち
a
よ
cutscene between Phase 1 and Phase 2. Maybe Adam, yeah. That game's a decade old now and it hurts. Yep, it's a decade old.
その命はこの世界にも受け継がれこうして人間
And I hate to say it, but it was like the last really good 3D Sonic game. You know?
いいのよ
We've only had 2 since then, you know, which is actually, you can tell that Sonic Team's kind of been trying to like,
ありがとう
not be a bit conservative, I suppose, with Sonic, but yeah, neither game was really that great. I don't think either game was terrible, but still. And now we go to Echidna Heaven, which is like a briefcase in Ken Pender's office, I suppose. Sonic?
よかったよかったねソニックソニック
Alright, use that as that. Hope you enjoyed that. I haven't uploaded any Sonic Adventure to YouTube yet. I should do that right after this because I think the first part's about to be deleted. And we're going to skip this. Actually, to those of you on YouTube that skipped right to the end, this emulator I've used, I've just realised you can plug in an Xbox controller and hit the back button or whatever the fuck it's called. The emulator fast forwards. Hell yes. So yeah, guys, that's Will I do Yakuza 0 next? I don't know. Kind of want to. I really like this ending screen as well, actually. Unless I can think of something better to do. I don't know. Oh god. You know, I just remembering I beat like Ocarina of Time just the other night there. And those were like this and that were like 2 very important games for that time in my life, you know, so games making you feel shit. It's no right. It's just no right. Anyway, yous. That's that. I hope yous enjoyed it, and that'll be me. See yous after. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.